How do you become so good at it?
I'll tell you what, you start off being bad at it. You know,
Right.
I started in Dallas, Texas. I went to the gentleman Chris Adams Wrestling School. I saw a commercial on TV when I was back at my college dorm, and this is when I was still driving that forklift for Watkins Motor Lines. And I said, hey, man, I need to go check this out. So I went down there to the seminar, signed up. 5 months later, I'm having my first match. I'm out there. You talk about green as grass. And this is back when before I had the goatee and I had long blonde hair down the middle of my back. Pretty good-looking kid. And I don't know what the hell happened. And I go out there and I start trying to talk because they're trying to promote the school. Or I got a few promo opportunities. And when you first start off, your voice is kind of high. You don't know how to talk from your diaphragm. You don't really know what to say. You haven't really created a character, so there's no base or ground base to build from. And so you flounder. And when you go out there, well, you're doing the best you can. But, when you to bed, you have done just that. And once you fall on your face enough, you learn, hey, man, this is sink or swim. These are shark-infested waters. You better succeed or your ass is going to get left behind. So it's very competitive. And so finally, if you go through the paces enough, and when I got to World Championship Wrestling, they teamed me. They didn't know what to do with me. They knew I was a talent, but they didn't figure I had it yet. So he stuck me in a tag team with Flying Brian Pillman. And if you remember Flying Brian, we used to drive down the road, and Brian was one of those guys who would sit there and read dictionaries and books just to try to increase his vocabulary. And he was out there, and he was forward thinking. And if you put a microphone in front of his face, he always had something to say. So all of a sudden it was like, man, hey, you better crank it up, Steve, or you're going to look like a deaf mute next to Brian because he's lighting it up. So he kind of pushed me,